Well, it sounds like that was very effective. Did you ever work with rescue groups?
Yes, we did work with rescue groups.
So that was like an additional arm of your adoption program to not only have adoptions at the facility, but also off-site at various locations, and also through rescue groups.
Yes, we had special events on-site. We had special events off-site. We would always invite rescue groups to even bring their candidates for adoption to our facility, because we used to get a lot of people to our events there. And what we normally did was used rescue groups as a safety net. When we got an animal in, if it was a specific breed that, maybe a breed rescue might have been interested in, we would let the animal stay on its stray hold with us, and then maybe a week after it was available for adoption, we'd let the rescue know the animal was here, and give it a week to try and get it adopted here. And if it doesn't, you can certainly come along and assess it and see if it would be right for your rescue program. And very often, the dog was, or the cat was adopted from the shelter. So that reduces the burden for the rescue, but it also allowed us to make some meaningful relationships with the rescues.
So you were building relationships with rescues, but tell me more about how you did the outreach to the community, how you let the community know about some of the animals that were available. Was the internet around then?
The internet was around. We were very successful using our website for outreach to the community, to let people know what kind of pets were available for adoption. What was really very important was the fact that we got very good pictures, and every animal had a write-up that let people know in a positive way what the animal was like. If it was a fun, rambunctious young thing, we would let people know. It was the photos and the write-ups that really helped.
Which probably came partly out of the Meet Your Match work too, I
Yes.
imagine. Yeah.
Yes, because we were able to assess the animal as part of the whole adoption process. We were really able to capture their personalities.
And I was very impressed also with the what you were telling me about your press release work, because you did quite a volume of work with the press.
Well, our goal was a press release a week, and we tried to let people know about the special animals that were with us, and we also let people know about events or events that were coming up at the shelter, or if there was, a fundraising drive. We always tried to keep our face in the press. And that actually went over well with the public. I think when people hear about what's going on at the shelter, they're a lot more amenable to coming in.
One other thing that you mentioned to me some time ago is that you had your hand in different areas of the operations. And it sounds as though a lot of things changed when you did this transformation of the facility. Could you continue to use the policies that you had before? Or what did you have to do as far as that's concerned?
We basically wrote everything from scratch.
Everything meaning?
Our adoption policies, our euthanasia policies,
okay.
Operations,
our cleaning and
procedures.
Sanitation protocol, everything. We worked from the ground
Volunteer
up.
manual?
Volunteer manual, foster care. We had an excellent foster care manual for mother cats and kittens and orphans.
Okay, but this is new because they were not doing very much of that before this transition. Is that
right?
That's my understanding, right?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds as though you did a lot of things that were important that are sort of like a number of pieces in a puzzle that you get the puzzle once you get all these pieces put together. And I'm going to try to remember because I don't have this written down, but it seems as though the first thing that you did was you changed your philosophy to one that was based on how can we save lives?
Mm-hmm.
And you changed leadership to those who would support that philosophy. You involved the community as far as bringing them in for adoptions, but of course also as volunteers. You involved rescue groups. You had press releases, so you were actually telling them about your progress.
Yes.
So that they could feel good about coming into the shelter, because before they thought of it as a killing place.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything else in that formula? And I'm putting you on the spot because it's not part of our notes, but just trying to get all the pieces put together.
Well, I will say that it was never a straight line. We never progressed in a straight line because there was always an obstacle. I would say if anybody was thinking about this way to go in sheltering, always expect an obstacle and be flexible enough to keep your goal in mind, to keep your mission in mind. You know, just keep moving forward and deal with the obstacles as they come up, because there will be many.
Well, it sounds as though it was effective. How effective was it of the animals that you brought in after you did this transformation on shelter policies and procedures and attitudes? What was your success rate afterwards?
Our success rate was, we call it a save rate. It was an 86% save rate, which means of the animals that came in and the animals that went out alive, 86% of them went out alive.
Well, that's a significant difference, over 40. So you doubled more than doubled your save rate.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us today, and we're going to wrap it up now. Remember that Compassion Watch can be viewed on the internet at compassionwatch.org.
You'll find all the episodes and important links there. This episode is episode 4, The Life-Saving Formula.
We want to remind our viewers that Compassion Watch is a television outreach of the Prince George's Compassion Project.
And Prince George's Feral Friends, SPCA, is an all-volunteer, nonprofit organization that is supported by donations from people who respect all living creatures.
The program is made available free of charge to any public access television channel that requests it, and it's currently being sent to all of the public access channels in Prince George's County.
Check the schedule of your local public access channel and see if Compassion Watch is being broadcast. If not, please call the channel manager and ask them to schedule us.
Give us a call at 301-262-6452. Let us know that you're watching. We'll be happy to hear from you. And that's all for this episode. See you again next time.